Not the point. As promised, this is my first vlog video. So basically, my patrons give me a topic that I discuss in my vlogs and it becomes a video. So this topic right here, yeah, that one, that's what we're gonna be talking about today. What goes into determining my cosplays? So first off, that's a great topic. Actually, there's no specific reasoning for the characters I choose, more so that I'm a huge fan of them. So my first cosplay ever, which some of you may have already seen, is Nelliel from Bleach. I created her mask, her outfit, pretty much everything, and I thought she was the most badass character ever. She was in a wrong car, like the anime was just ridiculous, and then you have this chibi little cute, you know, just tiny little baby-ish character that turns into like this sexy beast, and then some weird like centaur, like take it easy. But besides that, she's super cool and she's OP, and that was my first one, so I decided I'd like to do it because it seemed easy enough to make. It wasn't just easy, it was a great character, and I truly love Bleach. It's not my favorite anime, but it's definitely up there, and I've seen the whole series, and I thought, I want to cosplay her for my first con, so that's the one that I did. So besides Nelliel, I mean, I've done quite a few cosplays now, and most of them are serious characters who have big weapons. I'm a tiny cosplayer. I am 24 years old right now, but I am 4'11", and I'm not growing anymore. So for me, that's where the name Reiyume Chibi comes from, is chibi. I'm tiny, so I like to do characters that have big weapons because with my size, it accentuates the size of the weapon, even though I'm already building them pretty big. And I think that looks so cool in pictures. It just looks like such a drastic change. So I thought, let's try making some characters with big weapons. See how that goes? Yeah. So with that thought process, I mean, I decided on Blood Moon Diana. I chose her because League of Legends is a very important game to me. So toxic, we all know. Terrible community, to be honest, but the game itself I find to be so fun. Besides that, Diana was my main character when I started the game. I actually started with Shyvana, and then I moved on to Diana, and I absolutely loved her mid lane, moved on to jungle, and I thought she was just so cool. Not only does she worship the moon, which I thought was amazing because I love all lunar things, and it was just super cool to see her blade, and I really wanted to try making that. So when her Blood Moon skin came out, I thought, wow, that is wicked. The mask, everything. Can I challenge myself to make the eyes light up in the mask? And I did, and it turned out awesome, and I won first place in a contest with that cosplay, and since then I have really continued with my big weapons idea. Diana was more so like my polished cosplay. It's been kind of one of my best ones versus Katarina from League of Legends. Again, that's another badass character. She's an assassin, she has 2 blades, and I wanted to challenge myself into building weapons. So that's where it all kind of falls back into place, is if it's a badass girl, preferably assassin, with a big weapon or really cool weapons that have like a weird shape. So put them together and you get me in cosplay. But before my League of Legends cosplays, I did do Bishamon from Noragami. Again, another great anime, super cool chick, you know, she's a warrior, you know, type goddess-ish thing. What is she? She's a war god. That's what she is. That's what she is. She's a war goddess, and she has so many weapons. She rides a lion, for God's sakes, and her blade is to die for. If you haven't checked out that anime, I highly suggest it. You won't be disappointed. It's really good. But besides that, I made her weapon first. I've learned a lot about creating my cosplays since that one, because I used styrofoam to make that blade, which was very difficult to work with, and shape, and sand. Don't do it unless you want a huge mess in your house. Don't do it. Don't. EVA foam. I'm telling you, it's so worth it. Basically, I moved on from Bishamon and have been building weapons ever since. So I've went from a simple cosplay like Nelliel to Bishamon to League of Legends characters, and I'm I'm still going, I'm still picking random things, and I'm starting to do more original designs. So determining my cosplays has mainly started with anime to begin with, branched off to video game characters, and now I'm starting to focus a little bit more on original concepts. I really want to stand out as a cosplayer. I mean, I love doing recreations and bringing characters to life and providing that for lots of people who like those characters. I really want to start doing more original concepts, which most of you have already seen with my elf cosplays. I've always wanted to be an elf, always, but I never quite liked how some elves look. What I really wanted to see was an elf character that is independent. Your typical wood elf is more so on the timid side, they hide in the forest, they're rare to see, and I wanted to make something that was more badass, and that's where Era came up. And I thought she was really, really cool. I wanted to develop her as a character, and I came up with the idea, and there you go. Now we have a wood elf who's also into archery. Era the Wood Elf is already out. You can read that story on my Facebook page. Links are down below. Or you can also check out the story with my Autumn Fairy. Her name is going to be revealed soon, and that story is going to be up shortly, so check out for that. Another factor that helps me to determine my cosplays. I am a huge anime fanatic. Like, I've seen over 300 animes now and still counting, and there's so many that I see that I want to cosplay. Like, I'll see one character, oh my god, I gotta cosplay that. Oh my god, I gotta do that one. Think, oh, I could build that. I could use this to build that. And I'm sure a lot of you cosplayers experience that, and it's so frustrating because you can't cosplay everything. For me, I really have to have a connection with the character that I'm cosplaying. If I have a character who I'm either not very familiar with or don't really care for, I find that making that costume is more so a chore rather than enjoying it, and then even when I wear it, I don't really feel in character. So I've experienced that with a couple of my cosplays, but not many. So I've kind of learned my lesson with that, and I try to stick with the costumes that I really enjoy doing and the ones that I really, really want to cosplay. So for you cosplayers out there, what helps you to determine the cosplay that you'll be doing for a con, or even one that you just always wanted to make? What was the reason why you chose to make those cosplays? If you want to leave a comment and let me know, that would be great, because I truly want to hear your opinion. It may differ from mine, and I think that would be pretty cool. So there will be many more vlogs to come, and I would just like to give a quick shout out to Mark, the one who provided this topic, so thank you for that. And a shout out to you for being a awesome person who has supported me from the beginning since you saw my Poison Ivy cosplay, so thank you very much. I truly appreciate that, and also thank you for being one of my patrons. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, please drop a like, and you could subscribe to my YouTube channel for many more vlogs to come, as I will be uploading every single month, maybe even more often than that. So I also have some other links that you can check out if you want to keep up with my cosplaying or my gaming. I'm live on Twitch. My schedule isn't set yet, but you can check that out. I also have a print store if you want to check that out when you have some free time. For my Patreon, which is also there for support for cosplaying, you can. But if you don't want to, that's totally fine, because I have lots of free content on my Facebook and my Instagram that you guys can check out. So feel free, and don't forget to subscribe. I will see you guys soon.